Hello everybody and welcome back to part 4 of our InstaClone app. In this video we're going to be focusing on styling up the main page, and I have to confess I have already started recording this video but the footage got deleted, so I've had to try and revert back my code to how it was before because I didn't create a commit or a git in the right place for us to revert back to. Which is bad. So I've gone back and I've referred everything to how I think it was. The only thing which you're going to see is different is I have removed all the styles from each and every page, including home, login and view, and created this app.view style, and I've added import in here, and I've imported a SAS file altogether. So as you can see, this points to our main folder over here, our main.sas, and in this main.sas you'll see that all our code has been dropped in here. The reason for this is because the code was getting a bit messy being on the app.view. I know it's all in one file if you keep it in there, but at the same time I hate having to scroll up and down. I'd rather just switch tabs to get to different things. I also noticed something I've done wrong here. I'm going to cut this out and I'm going to create in here. We're going to have some modules, or maybe even we'll rename it, we'll do it to pages, and then we'll have in here, we'll say login.sas, and in here we're going to paste that login sas. And now in our main we're going to go at import, and we're just going to do pages/login sas. And that's going to import that. I'm going to remove that because we don't need that. I'm also going to then do it same for register. Let's cut that. Let's create a register.sas. And we're going to paste that in, hit save, back to main, and let's remove that. Let's duplicate this and just go here and go register. There we go. And I don't know where to put this. This needs to go somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Maybe in the register page, or I feel like the register page feels right. Just at the bottom here, under here. It'll be fine in there. It's not a major thing. Could have put it somewhere better, but that'll do. And these are going to be our default styles up here. So these are just like our whole app styling style, the resets, basically. These are more resets. So now we've got that out of the way, as you'll see, nothing has changed. And if we go into, let's say, well, we'll do it from in here. If we change, let's say, the background to black, hit save, you'll see the background change to black over here. And that's because it reloads just like a normal product would if we were changing the SAS inside one of our files. And again, just so you know, in our app.view, we're importing this main.sas from our assets file into our whole app. And that is how it works. This is a valid way of importing SAS. You could do it different ways, but this is the main way I see people doing it. There's nothing wrong with doing it this way, so feel free to try this out. Or you could keep all your styles inside of your view components. It's totally up to you. I'm going to remove this and that. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into our, we're going to log in basically. So I'm going to just use the test account we created and log in. And actually we want the home page now being logged in. We've got this hello world going on here. And that is looking fine. So, yep. The one thing we need to start doing, because Instagram has a header, a footer, and they're always consistent across your pages. And the reason for that is, well, obviously just because it's the header and footer. And we basically, in our home, want to create a header and footer, which we're going to import. But we want it to go across everything. So this is our feed, our home, the main view you get when you log in, which on Instagram is where your friends and that's feeds are. But we're going to go into our app.view and create them here. So we're going to have a header component and a footer component that we use inside of our app. And if we go into components, you'll see I've already created these. I did create them in the last video, but they're literally just me pasting in code, and this is it. This is all they are. So I'll show you this now. So this is the header.view, so it's just a header tag with a h3 with the class of title saying insta span clone. I haven't done any styling on this in the SAS or anything, it's just that so far. We'll do that in a minute. And then in our footer, we have these footer tag with a button, with 5 buttons, which says home, global, post, notifications, and profile. Let's close that. Now let's create a script tag, and we'll say components, and we'll pass through header and footer, but first we need to import these. So we'll say import header from, and we're going to use the webpack /@ alias to go to our source directory, and we're going to say components /header. We'll then go duplicate this and write footer instead of the header, hit save, and you'll see they're there. But now if we log out, you'll see they're still there and they're kind of in the way. We don't want them there all the time. So what we need to do is come up with a way that they get hidden when we actually log in. So when we're not logged in. So we're going to have a fee if, and it's going to be called authenticated. And we're going to copy this across from here over to footer and add that in there. If we hit save, these could disappear, but we're going to get errors because we need to set something up where that comes from. And we're going to use computed, and I'm going to say authenticated, and in here we're just going to return true for a second. Hit save, and this should now be fixed. Yep, that is now fixed, so they're back again. But basically we're going to set up something in our store. So let's close the login, view, home. Logout should probably be a global thing too. We're going to have to set all these up to be different. So we're going to create a global thing up here in mutations or actions. I don't know which was the correct one to use. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comments. But I'm going to use mutations for now and get rid of actions. And in here we're just going to say is authenticated. And it's obviously a function which gets passed through the state and nothing else, right? Yeah, and this is just going to check if we're authenticated. So up here we're going to pass through authenticate. Oh no, not it's authenticated. Actually, no, it's authenticated seems more, and it's going to be equal to false to start with. And then we're going to say is authenticated. We'll say if local storage dot get item or set item. We'll say get item, and we're going to put in here JWT is not equal to null. And if it's not equal to null, we're going to say state dot is authenticated is equal to true. Else we're going to say, can we just do an else under here? I don't know how this works doing it inline. We're going to say state dot is authenticated is equal to false. And I think this is good. If we hit save, nothing's going to happen. But now, if we go to our router, and before any page is met, we're going to say, actually, no, we're not going to do that yet. Let's have a look. So we've got a function now that says is authenticated. In our app, and we've got computed authenticated, we're basically going to say return this dot state dot is this dot store, sorry, I'm forgetting how to use vuex. This dot store dot is authenticated, and I'm going to change this to be is authenticated, and again this we need to change up here, and then we're going to have a method, or we're going to use before mount, and we're going to say this dot $store dot commit, and we're going to say is authenticated to check if it is authenticated. There you go. So now it knows we're not authenticated, and it's removed the header and footer. Now let's see if it works when we log back in. So we'll say test@test.com, and 1234 was our password. Hit login, and hello world. But they haven't come back, so there's something wrong here. We don't have any errors server side. Don't have any errors there. Why is it not authenticated? Let's go into our store. App would have been mounted again, right, when we changed? No, router view would have been remounted, but this would not have been remounted. So maybe we need to basically commit this not from here, but inside our every time we render a new page to check if we're authenticated. So if we go to our router.js, and up here we need to import store from, and we're going to say /store. And now in our before each route, we actually already have this authenticated stuff, really. So now I'm thinking maybe we should just include it in here. For now, we're just going to quickly write out this store.commit is authenticated. Let's run that. And there you go, but it's now back. If we log out, it disappears. And I'm hoping this time when we log back in, yes, it reappears. So there you go. That is working nicely, but we don't want this in here. I feel like maybe we've done this a little wrong, and we should have done it a slightly different way. So in here, it's authenticated. This feels like a good... We should keep this. No, not this, sorry. We should keep this... because it does make the check. And it checks if we're authenticated, sorry. But I feel like it's just in the wrong place. Okay, yeah, that can go. And we can just use we're going to have a login route, which will say if we log in and it's successful, so we'll run that in the somewhere else. We'll say we'll pass through state, and we'll say state.isAuthenticated is equal to true, and then we'll have a log out that says state.isAuthenticated is equal to false, just to change that up. And mutation type is authenticated. Yes, I know. Hit save in here. State. So this is correct still. This still works, but mutate. Where is this one coming from now? Because it's coming from somewhere. Hit save. We are doing something somewhere, but I don't know where we're doing it. That's fine. In our home, we're not doing it, are we? No, but we do have the log out button, and this is actually going to be obviously the new global thing. So let's cut this. We can keep it there for now, but if we go into our store, we need a mutation inside logout just after it's authenticated is equal to false. We're going to run this function here. So hit save. In our home view, we're going to say this.$store.commit, and we're going to say log out, and that is going to log us out. Now in our app, no, not in our app, in our login view, when we log in, it's a bit more complicated because we've got a lot more things going on here. So we don't need to log our response no more. We'll say if.there.mail error, then it's a mail error, because this is still all to do with our authentication, so we can keep this stuff. But if it's true, if we do log in, we'll take this and we'll say this.$store.commit, and we'll say login, and we need to we'll pass through response.data.token. And let's hit save. Now over our store, in our logout, just under that we'll do this, and we're going to pass through our token. Just copy our token and place it in here. There we go. So now everything should still be working how it was. Except now, if we refresh here, this is now not working. But I believe if we went /login and it bring it back, no. Okay, so why is that not working now? I'm guessing it's because this.authentication is authenticated is equal to false, and we haven't actually logged in to set it to true. We need something that runs on start that checks if we are authenticated actually. So we might actually need is authenticated in a mutation. or maybe it can just be in the root. Is there a router on load? On ready. So I'm guessing that means once it loads, do we get a callback function? So we just have a callback function, it looks like. So on ready, we're going to say store.isAuthenticated or store.commit is authenticated, right? And then let's go create that in our store now. So we'll say is authenticated, and this time we'll say if, we'll pass state as well, don't forget about that. We'll say if, where is it? This here. No, get item. So it's if local storage.get item JWT is not equal to null, then is authenticated is equal to true, else we've got state dot is authenticated is equal to false, and this would need to be state dot is authenticated. Let's hit save. And it doesn't look like it worked. Oh no. Oh, we didn't save our router. Hey, that worked. So now it checks as soon as we load. So once our app is ready, it actually runs this function. Nice. So we're using some really cool functions today, aren't we, guys? Ooh, gets me excited. Alright, now let's work on our home. So enough messing around with the getting this all so it works with the footer and stuff. Let's start styling it. So let's style the header, which is going to be in here directly for now. So let's open up our components and header so we can see what it looks like. So we have a header file, the header, which will be the main one. Oh, but it's going to clash with ours. So now we actually need to check if we're on a certain page. It's going to clash with our styling we do. We're going to create a page, or no, an inside page is included. No, we'll create inside our stats. We'll create a new folder, and it's going to be called components. So we're going to have specific component styling. And I will say in here, we're going to add in header.sass. And now we're going to say header. Maybe we'll have a different header. We'll have a class of header on here. I think we'll have class of header and hit save, and then cancel. And in here we'll say, so we're going to say pages. Do we import the component? I guess we can import components afterwards. Say import components header. There we go. I'm going to use that way of doing it for all of them as well, just because it makes it a little easier for me. Why? There we go. Hit save, and now we've imported that header style. So what did we actually say in that header style again? We didn't say anything. We're actually going to say, so dot header, we're then going to say width is equal to 100 VW, height, I don't know, it's like 60 pixels, isn't it? Not even that. Background color is going to be a slightly dark color. We can actually create in our main, we can create a bunch of Sass variables, but for now we won't, but we can do. So let's just say E for now, hit save. There we go, nice. We're then going to say the title has a margin of 0, padding of 0, it's going to annoy me, and a color of 171717, hit save. There we go, brings that up. 60 is way too high for that, so what about 40? 40 looks about right, I like that. So we're going to say, font size, and we're going to set this equal to 20 pixels. To be fair, we could go into our login.sass, and we have all this code here to actually style it. So let's use this. So in header, title shall have this styling, and the span inside of it shall have this styling. So hit save, and there we go. Nice. So that's actually sorted out nicely. We want to say line height is equal to 40 pixels. Hit save. There we go. So that just centers it on there because it's the same as the header. Let's move that down. Let's move that down. That looks good, but I feel like we need a box shadow. Oh, not on the text, sorry. Under here, box shadow, which is equal to 0 pixels, 1 pixel, 3 pixels, RGBA 0, 0, 0, 0.5. Quite a harsh one. No, too much spread, I think. I think we just need that at 1. Maybe even 0. No, 1. You know what? I think this might even better as a border bottom of 1 pixel solid and light grey, lightish grey, maybe an AAA. Still too dark. Ooh, AAA. Still too dark. CCC. That's better. That's nice. Just brings the header different to the rest of the body. Nice. So that's the header component styled up. Now let's style up the footer component. So let's create a new component. We're going to say footer.sass. And in here, we're going to say, let's have a look. What is our footer like? So in our footer view, we're going to say, so it's a footer, which we're going to add a class of footer on, because class are better, with a bunch of buttons, which we're not going to style just yet. We'll style those soon. We need to install a font family first, but we also need to pin this footer to the bottom of the page. So let's save. Let's go into our... Did we create a footer.sass? Yes. Let's close the login.sass, header.view, home.view, and store and router can go too. Login.view can go as well. And now let's say in here .footer, and we're gonna say position absolute, no fixed. Bottom 0 pixel, left 0 pixels, right 0 pixels. Hit save. Oh, we need to import this in our main.sass. So now, there we go. So now it's pinned to the bottom. We then want to style it with a background with the same as our header sass. What is this? So we want to basically grab this and reverse it. We'll say border top. There we go. Height of 40 pixels as well. Maybe we should display this as flex as well, because it'll be easier to align stuff. We'll say justify content, center, align items, center, and actually this should be space between. Hit save. There we go. So that's looking alright-ish, or space around. Actually sounds better. There we go. Nice, 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 nice. So that is kind of how Instagram works. Obviously, these would be icons when it's done and not buttons because they look not so great. Alright, good. Let's create our first cards then, guys. So we're going to create some dummy data in Vue, I believe. In Vuex, sorry. So let's go to our store. And we're going to create posts or user posts. What's this? Posts or feed? And this is going to be an array of posts. And each post will have an ID, a title or a username. And the username will be something like this. One will be Fred Flintstone. Oh, Flintstone. We need a user ID. Probably. We'll just say 3, 2. Yep, 2's good. Fred. To be fair, Fred's Flintstone should be 0, right? Because he's like number 1. It will have likes, which will be an array. Oh, we won't do that yet. We'll do that later. We want to have a description or desk, and we'll say look at my car. That's what I think Fred Flintstone would say. And this will be, there'll be a timestamp. I don't know any timestamps off the top of my head. Let's use the tool quickly. We'll say timestamp to date or date to timestamp. Let's get a date to timestamp quickly. Ugh. I don't know if this is even going to work in this, how small I've got my screen. Let's bring it out. So we want to say, yeah, 2019, Monday. Yeah. What about, so Monday the 4th, we'll say Monday the... Year, oh, this is month. Oh, my bad. Day, oh, year, month, day. Okay, this can all be zeroed out. This one could be month, we'll say the 25th. Oh, no, sorry, that's month. Sorry, the 2nd of the 25th, 2019. Human timestamp, please. Epoch timestamp in milliseconds. Seconds or milliseconds? Milliseconds, I guess. Right? Yeah, fine. That'll work. That should be good for now, right? So we have a username. Actually, we're going to make it actually user-friendly. Actually, you know what? It'll be display name, and this is going to be equal to Fred Flintstone. That'll do for now. Let's bring that above that. Oh, and then we need the, of course, the image. And this, for now, will just say placeholder. It's not actually going to have anything. It won't work just yet, but we're going to do that. And now we're going to copy this a few times. Let's copy, paste, paste. That'll do. We'll say 1. User ID will be 1. This one will be Scooby-Doo. Pizza. This will be, we'll say the 20. We'll say the 2nd of the 2nd. Yep, get human timestamp. Bam. Nice. And down here we'll say 2, and this will be 2, and this person will be Goku's son. Kame. There you go. That's the description. If you understand that, then I like you. 2018, after 12th, 25th, on Christmas. You did this on Christmas. Bam. Okay, I think that works. That's our feed. This literally has no relevance at all. Should we get images? Fred Flintstone car. Let's get the images. I guess this one works, right? Let's copy image address, and where's that? This is that one. We'll use that for now. Obviously, these will be in our roots at home. What's our second one? Scooby-Doo pizza. I don't know. Yes, that will do. That image is not so good. That one will do. Let's copy image address. There we go, guys. This is how we get good images. And then Goku Kamehameha. Which one is the better? Oh, I like that one. That one is going to be it. Look at that. That's his profile picture, isn't it? That's definitely going to be his profile picture. Ah, oh, nice. Now, good. We have just wasted loads of time getting stuff for no reason. It's fine. Well, not for no reason, but I mean, it's fine, right? So now we can style this up. But first, let's actually display it to screen. So let's go to our home page in our views. And in our views, we have our home, which is actually our feed. And now we're actually gonna get a computed method. Computed, and this is going to return, no, this is going to say feed. Oh, and this is going to return this.store.state.feed. and then we're going to say a fee if, we'll keep this button there, we'll say, what are we going to create? We'll say diff, or no, article class of card or post, and we're going to write fee for, and we're going to say post in feed, and then we're going to key, it's going to be equal to post.id, and then in here we're going to say what we got. So we've got a header, so a card header, so we'll say section, is it section in here? Yeah, we'll use section, class equal to user title, and we'll pass in here, we'll say post.display name. For now, we're then going to have the image. There's going to be a separate section which is going to have a class of image, or post image. This would be post user, and in here we'll actually have an image with a source that is binded to post.image, and the alt text will be the post.description, and we'll add a class to this of post picture. Maybe we'll swap these around. That'll be that, and that'll be picture. It doesn't matter. And then we'll have, I guess this should be header, right? Oh god, sorry, it annoys me. Footer with post description, and in here we'll say, we're also going to go post dot display name, and then we're going to add in, so plus little plus colon space plus post dot description. Right, that should work. Hit save. Oh, what have we done wrong? Methods, log out. Why are you complaining about log out? Home view, expected to. Oh, I always do this. I forget the comma at the end. Hey, look at that. Obviously, we need to do some tidying up with the CSS, but we've got something, guys. Oh, we need to add some padding to the bottom too. So in our head main body, or our feeds, should I say, class of feed, we actually need to create this page in our, let's do that quickly. Let's go into our pages, a feed.sass, and we're just going to say .feed, and we'll say padding bottom, and what is it? So register, no, it's not register, it's in our components footer, and it's got a height of 40 pixels, so we'll say 40 pixels, save. Oh, we need to import this, don't we? So inside of our main, under our pages, /import /pages feed, save. There we go. Now we can actually see the bottom of our stuff. Nice. Oh, we need our header to be sticky too. I've only just realised that's not sticky. Where is it? We're just actually going to say padding then. 40, save. Cool. Now where our, actually, no, we don't. We just need that for now. We should make it sticky. Okay, for now, no. We're gonna do padding 40 pixels, 0 pixels, save. Header, we're gonna say the same as footer, right? Just the opposite way around. Position fixed, top 0 pixels. Why do I always do pixels for the first one? I don't write anything. And right, left, save. There we go. So now they're stuck there, just the header and the footer. Anyway, so now let's go to our feed and let's import a oh no, we need to create it first. Let's create a component which is going to be equal to a post.sass. And in here we'll say, I've realized for our components I use capitals, but our pages I use lowercase. I'll fix that. So we're going to say dot post. Is that how it goes? I can't remember. Yep, dot post. It's going to be fine. We'll say background is equal to white. That's fine. Then dot post hyphen user. We'll say height of what, 30 pixels. We need to import this into our feed, right? At import, because it's only in the feed. We'll import into components in our main because it makes sense to. At import / component / post. Save. Nice, that's working. So each one should have a bit of a padding or height to it. We're going to display flex and align items center. Hit save. We go, saves that. And each post, will they have spacing? Yeah, each post will have a margin bottom of 15 pixels. Is that how it works? I don't think that's how it works. Padding bottom. Yeah, that'll work. That looks a bit better. Like a little cheat way of doing it. And anyway, let's focus on the images. So the post picture, doesn't it? Post image we'll go for straight away. Or we'll say post picture is going to be width of 100%, and then dot post image will be a width of 100% too. There we go, nice. It's looking good. It's starting to look good anyway. How else does it work? So now what's after our, God, I forget where it was here. We're going to put this post into a component before we finish this, but this will be fine. Post description. So we'll say dot post desk, and we'll say where are we? So we've got a name, and actually I'm going to change this up how this works. I'm going to say a paragraph which has a strong, which is going to have this inside of it, and then we're going to have colon and then space, and this is going to say post.description. There we go, nice. It looks good. I feel like there should be some sort of separation. On Instagram, is there a separation between posts? I feel like it's meant to be fluent, but I'm not 100% sure. Go check my phone quickly. It loads up. No, there isn't. There's just a bit of spacing at the bottom, isn't there? So it just rolls straight on to the next one. Oh, but it has the timestamp on there. We forgot about that. So let's go here and we'll say p.timestamp. And I'm going to say, oh, hello, post.timestamp. Hit save, and that's going to print out a timestamp, but we want to change this up into a new date. So we'll say, create a new function. We're going to, in our method, sorry, and we're going to call this convert timestamp, or timestamp to date. And we're going to pass through the timestamp, and we're going to say let date, or D, we'll just say D because it's easier, is equal to a new date, which gets pasted in the timestamp, yep. And then we'll say month, so we'll say year will be equal to d.get full year, or we'll say let year, let month be equal to d.get full month. Is that how it works? Oh no, it's just get month, isn't it? Get month. UTC gets a month a date using universal versional, get month using local time. Yeah, local time will do. Get month +1, I believe we need to do, because month starts from 0, and then get day is equal to d dot get date day, get day of the month, get day of the week, day of the month, and I don't think we have to +1 on that, but I don't know. And now we're going to return day plus this colon plus month plus colon plus year, save, and then in here we can write timestamp to date, and we'll pay post.timestamp, save. He didn't do that, I was going to come up. Let's refresh and see what error it actually gives us. Oh wait, it doesn't give us an error. Oh, but we need to say if month is less than 10, month is equal to 0 plus month, because we want to prepend 0. And again, this is going for all, except from year, this is going for the day as well. So we'll say, copy this, and we'll say day, save. There you go, 25th, 2nd of the 2nd, 25th of the 1st. How would we do it? It's a slash, isn't it, normally, not a... Yeah, that'll do for now. And there we go. It's nice. Alright, so we have a feed now. It's kind of styled. We might do a bit more styling in the next video, but for now we're going to end this video here. Thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up. If you want to see more, then smash that subscribe button, and if you have any comments, then drop it in the comment section below. We have now got a Patreon page, and I'm about to show up on screen now all the Patreons that have well, my Patreons at the moment. I believe there's only one, which is SD Guy. Thank you very much for becoming a Patreon. Anybody else who wants to become a Patreon can do so by going to a link in the description. This comes with benefits where you get a Discord role, where it means you've got an exclusive chat in the Discord. It comes with a couple of other bonuses too, like in the video you'll get a shout out, of course, like SD Guy has. And we will also be adding more tiers and more benefits to the Patreon soon. Also, I'll be doing custom exclusive posts just to the Patrons as well, and helping out Patreons when they need assistance with their code. So other than that, guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track.